on, guys? It's your boy Sydney here with you this afternoon. And today I have a very, sorry, I was putting my charger in here, a very, very, very important topic. I have mentioned this a few times already in the last week, especially at the start of my videos, you guys may have noticed. And what I want to talk about is a good buddy of mine, John, is actually doing a one-night presentation. What's going on, Underdog? Doing a one-night presentation on the art of solo travel, on how to be a man, what your father never taught you. Now, there's a lot of reasons why your father might not have taught you things. Your father may have been alienated from you, whether you knew it or not. Your father may have been working so hard that your mother was the only one that was around during waking hours. You may have had an estranged relationship from your dad for whatever reason. There's so many reasons why you may have grown up without a present father. And when I say present, I mean a father who connected with you one-on-one, whether they were physically in the picture or not. And so this is actually going to be, let me just grab those details again because it's very, very important. So it's going to be at 10 Shepherd Street, Broadway. 10 Shepherd Street, Chippendale in Sydney. It's in the city, and it is a free presentation, and there will be coffee and cakes for free, and if you do attend, you will get a free ebook. So my buddy John, some of you may know him as Stand-Up Man, really cares about masculinity. He really cares about manhood, and it's just as important to me as it is to him. But he's actually put together this information over the last 12 to 18 years, so that you guys can benefit from it now. And I'd really love you guys to stick around and listen to this, even if you're not from Sydney. I'm going to touch on all the points in it, and I think it's very, very important to hear. So, as I said, he talks about the art of solo travel and how to be a man, what your father never taught you. And solo travel really is an art, because it's not easy to travel alone, but if you don't know what you're doing. But it really is if you do, and it's actually quite liberating and quite freeing, and will open up your eyes to a lot of what the world has to offer. Now, he talks about manhood, and he talks about what actually is a man, and how to be a man. What is essentially is the essence of manhood, and in the sense of what is a man, what does that mean? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to the people around you? And what do people expect from a man? What are the what is it that the world perceives a man to be, and what do people actually need from men, and how can we contribute to society and make the world better for our existence in it? The second point he's going to talk about is women and relationships and sex. Now, guys, if for no other reason, this is an extremely juicy topic. Doesn't shit on women, but he tells you the cold, hard facts of how relationship dynamics work. And you've probably worked it out by now, but whatever women have told you about relationships is wrong. We have the information that you need to know. You might occasionally come across the rare woman who's completely aware of what's going on and completely transparent, but the chances of that being the case are highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. Because if you knew everything you needed to know about women, you probably would have them sussed out to the point where you wouldn't have been in a situation that would have brought you to this place right now where you're watching MGTOW content and trying to understand what it is that's going on in the world, and why previous relationships have failed, and why women do some of the things they do in relationships. And it's all actually relatively logical, and it can all be explained very easily, but not to those who... But if you don't know what you don't know, then you will never understand. And we're here to help you out with that. And guys, I also want to let you know that I will be present there that night. So any of you guys who want to meet me, or who want to pick my brain on things that you might not typically email or write about in the chat, I would be more than happy to accommodate that request for you. So if you are in Sydney and you do want to get down there, 10 Shepherd Street, Chippendale, near Broadway, on the 10th of May at 7:30 p.m. Now, number 4, food and exercise and why within the framework of health. And it, guys, it all comes down to looking after. Sorry, I hope that didn't get disconnected. I think it did actually. Let me get back to this. So yeah, basically, talk about health, food and exercise, and why it's important, why you need to actually eat healthily and exercise in order to retain your health, and what that, the way in which health will help you serve your purpose as a man, as a human being, as a MGTOW, as someone with goals and drive, and to help you get to what it is that you want in your life. Talk about money as well, and this is a big thing, right? Wealth, what you need to know and what you were not taught at school. And I've got some really interesting concepts around wealth, and so does my buddy John, aka Stand Up Man. He's a great guy. Is very passionate, but has a lot of very, very, very important things to say, and I think you'll get a huge amount of value out of it. So, particularly if you want to get a better mindset around money, definitely the man you want to be speaking to. Absolutely. And value. Okay, this is another thing he's going to be talking about. Value. What is it, and why is it so important? And this is actually pretty critical, guys, because once you understand value, you understand how to get leverage in your life and how to utilize what it is that you have to offer to other people, and how to identify what it is that you have to offer to other people, and how that can actually benefit you and get you ahead in life in a very genuine and authentic way. The next thing is how to overcome depression and fear, and this is a big thing, guys. If you've been through tough things in your life, especially if you've been separated from family, especially if you've lost friends, it's very, very easy as a man, with the lack of support we have as men in today's society, regardless of what the mainstream. Sorry, guys, it's just a pain in the bum. Long story, but it keeps cutting out. Just got to keep making sure that it doesn't. So understand how, if you can offer value to other people, whether that is tangible or intangible, you will, you'll be able to have people value you more, and B, you will actually be an economic asset unto yourself, purely by virtue of the value that you present to other people. And 8, happiness and fulfillment. How to actually be happy and fulfilled without the need for external validation. And this is another big thing for us guys, because we've been taught, we have to make people proud. Like, even our parents will say, oh, don't you want to make your mum proud? Or girls will say, oh, well, you'll never get laid with that attitude. All of these shaming tactics, whether we think we're allowing it to affect us or not, neurologically these things embed, and it's only until you actually create that armor around you that you're truly able to shake that. So that's the last, but not by any means the least important point that Stand Up Men will be talking about on that night. So guys, if you do want to contact him regarding this, it's John at sosdating.com. If it bounces back, it'll be John at sosdating.net. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it'll be one of those two. So yeah, definitely RSVP to him. As I said, free coffee and cakes all night, and I will be there as well for you guys. And it's going to be a really good night. I'd love to see you all there. So I hope you can make it. But yeah. What do we got here in the comments? Brother Cutter, I salute you, my brother MGTOW. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Placebo effect. I was Kamqua underdog. What is going on, guys? Thank you for joining today. I appreciate it. Jackson 110. Don't forget about sleep. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And look, that's something that we'll probably cover in terms of health. And Lee says a man is expected to look after everybody else. If they don't, they're a bum. As a woman can be lazy and not work, and it's frowned upon. That's what a man is. Yeah, so true, so true. Sup, Sid Thomas. Sup, Master Menos. Marcel Harding in the house. Ruby Badilla. And who else we got? Uncle Baldy. Live long and prosper. Prosper indeed, Uncle Baldy. Indeed. Live long and prosper indeed. And take it from Lee, right? Because Lee's been through some heavy shit recently. He said, I found once you accept you cannot please everyone and cut out the people who take you for granted, life, money, and state of mind improve so much. 110%. Just like Jackson 110. 110%. Anyway, guys, all of the details of that is in the description below. It's got the venue, the time, it's got the email address, it's got all the topics that Stand Up Man's going to be covering. I really encourage you to get along there. If you are Sydney based or you are near Sydney, make the trip. I'll be there with Stand Up Man. It's going to be a fantastic night. I'd really appreciate if you could make it. What's going on, MGTOW? Anyway, guys, I'm going to do another video shortly on a movie that I thought of today that was just blew my mind, actually, that I didn't see all this before then. So, Public Enema. Anyway, guys, as always, great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to go check me out on other platforms, Instagram, Minds, and Twitter, / Sydney MGTOW. That for everyone. So Instagram.com / Sydney MGTOW, Twitter.com / Sydney MGTOW, Patreon.com / Sydney MGTOW, Minds.com / Sydney MGTOW. Any website / Sydney MGTOW. That's where you need to go to find me. And if you do feel that you can spare $1 a month to help me fight this cause, guys, I really appreciate it over on Patreon. And if you want to donate in chat, you can always do that as well. I appreciate you guys, and thank you, Lee, for saying that I'm a positive person, and cheers for doing what I do. It does help men. It's very humbling to hear, brother. Thank you so much. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna bounce for now, but I will see you in the next video.